I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiot.
If you didn't see my live video, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this. I am out of sorts today. I am very tired. Carolyn has been having some tummy issues and decided it would be great if she gave them to me last night, so I didn't get much sleep. I think, so there's two updates that I'm going to be doing today, or right now is in this video, is pulmonology and her food. So we changed her food Monday, I think it was. Yeah, it's Monday. We changed her food schedule. It caused her some tummy trouble, some gas pain, and some bowel issues, which includes constipation and diarrhea. So those things, not good. So we're trying a little bit something different today. So anyways, let me tell you what it was. So we were feeding her all through the night, and then in the morning we were giving her apple juice with Miralax at 11:30, and then 12:30 we were giving her water. I won't get into the details of the mLs or how many mLs, but we were giving her water in the at 12:30, and then at 1 o'clock we were giving her a whole thing of food. And believe me, it's a lot of food. And then at 1, and then 3 o'clock we're giving her more water, and then we go from there. And then at 8 o'clock she gets on food and whatever. We're debating on giving her more apple juice later in the day, like maybe like 5 or so, but we'll get to that later. So anyways, we haven't decided if that's a good idea or not yet, because I'm going to get her on this regimen first. So we decided at 10 o'clock we'll give her food. Like 11:30 we'll still give her, so 10 o'clock food, 11:30 her apple juice with her Miralax, and then at 1 o'clock her feeding, and then 3 o'clock her water, and then we were thinking about apple juice at 5 or 6, depending. We don't know yet. So that's that. Now, we haven't decided on the later feed yet, but we were gonna do, so all we did was add another feeding at 10 o'clock. And then we bumped down her calories during the nighttime. That way she's not too full. But it started causing some problems. We gave it to her all at once. So we are breaking the feeding up. It is a big feeding. It can be broken into 2 feedings. So we are breaking it into 2 feedings, and then we're gonna lessen the time. So we are kind of training her stomach to expand so she can hold more food. And that's with anybody, like, you know, like it happens. So, we are breaking it into 2 feedings. We're waiting 30 minutes. Tomorrow I'll wait, you know, like 20 minutes, and then we'll do 15, 5, 10, 5, and then give her the whole thing. So we're going by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, but well, kind of. I guess we'd be going by 10s. I don't know. Anyways, thinking about it too much. I'm tired. Like I said, I'm all out of sorts today. So anyways, we decided that we were going to give her, we were going to break it up. I talked to the dietitian today, and she said, yeah, let's break it up into 2 different feedings, and then just go down with your time waiting in between. Bring that time down to where you don't have to wait at all, that way, and then have her figure out what's then figure out what's wrong, and then go with that, because then we're going to be adding more feedings during the day and totally get her off of feeding at night. Pray for us. And hopefully that'll help. What is the other one? Oh yeah, pulmonology. Okay, so pulmonology, we saw them yesterday. If I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. I don't want to, this will be a super long video, but pulmonology, we were talking to them about how the cuff trach is doing. It's doing awesome. We do inflate it at night, her balloon at night, and it is doing amazing. She has never been this high oxygen and this low heart rate in a while, in a very, very long while. She's at 100 with her oxygen, which her normal range is between 95 and 90, between 95, 96, something like that. And then, but now it's at 100, and her heart rate is usually in the 80s or 90s. It is now in the 50s, which is a good, what I call healing sleep. So that's good. Now, they wanted a while ago, I think I made a video about this, about how we were calling them every single night. Her vent was going off and going crazy. We weren't getting any sleep. The night nurse it was driving her insane. Was waking Carolyn up. Carolyn wasn't getting sleep. It was a very bad thing that was happening to us, and I hated it. And we fought so hard and for so long to get this VTE alarm turned off, because the VTE alarm, well, okay, so why we changed it to a cuff trach is because the circuit disconnect alarm was going off, and the circuit wasn't disconnected. It was because there was air coming out of her neck, so much air coming out of her neck that the vent thought it was disconnected from her trach. Okay, kind of crazy. So we fixed that problem. And then we fought really hard to get the VTE turned off, because when she is resting, her VTE does go low. And the lowest it goes is 0.2. And the lowest they can turn alarm to is 0.2. So that was going off again and again and again. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we fought for like 3 weeks to get it turned off. Finally, they were like, okay, well, you can turn it off, because there's 2 other alarms that alarm just in case that one doesn't, I guess. There's the circuit disconnect will go off if her trach is like out of her. So the low VTE either means that her trach is out, or there's a plug in her trach and we need to do immediate assistance with her. Or she's just at a resting state where, you know, her VTE just goes low, or she needs to be suctioned or something like that. Okay. So those are her, you know, the alarm that goes off, that's what it means. But there's another alarm, there's circuit disconnect alarm, which we know doesn't go off anymore unless she needs interference. So we have circuit disconnect alarm, and then we have the pulse ox, which will go off if her trach is out. If her trach is out and she desats, which is the only reason why we're just we're a little iffy on if she actually needs a trach or not, because her trach has been out all night before, and the lowest, she was above 90. That's the lowest she went was like 89, but if I just changed her position, she'd go back to like 92, 93, and she was fine all night, and her trach was out. I didn't know her trach was out, but her trach was out all night. So just saying, kind of crazy, okay? Anyways, but we know that she can survive without the trach, and if the trach is out and she desats, obviously we'll be like, oh, her trach's out, like we need to, you know. So that's that, and there's 2 different alarms now that we fought really hard to get, because I called them back and they said, we're gonna turn on this alarm. I didn't really agree with it. The nurse was like, does that sound like a good idea? And I was like, I don't see why we have to turn it back on, but if you guys feel safe about it, whatever. And he's like, it's just a liability thing. Okay, great, whatever. Liability, I understand. Then, I'm trying to think what else I want to say, because there's something else that happened, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to blast anybody. But so our RT came and she's like, hey, I got an order. And I was like, what's your order? And she's like, the order is to give you an off alarm and an on alarm. Because I called them back and I was like, me and my husband talked about it and we just don't understand. And if you can give us 3 benefits or just even one benefit, and talk to us about what benefit it gives us to have this extra alarm, then please convince us, because we don't agree with it going on, putting it back on, because that interrupts our sleep. And our night nurse is not here right now because she got in another car accident, and God bless her heart. She had gotten in a car accident a couple weeks ago too, and she was out for 2 weeks, and now she's gotten another car accident. It wasn't as bad as her first one, but it was still pretty bad. Her car is totaled. That's a whole other story, and God bless her heart, and just pray for her. Her name is Alex, so just pray for Alex, guys. She needs it. Anywho, so she's not here right now, and so the only people who are getting affected by this is me and Trenton and our sleep. And that is crazy, because Trenton needs to work and I need to watch Carolyn effectively. And not that I can't watch my baby if I'm tired. I mean, I didn't get much sleep last night and I'm watching her and everything's fine. But anyways, we call them. We have an alarm that we turn on when we are watching her, an alarm that is turned off. If it does start going off and going crazy, then we'll turn it off. If the alarm's going crazy and there's nothing wrong, let me say that. If the alarm is going off and there's nothing wrong and we've checked everything and everything is fine, then we'll just turn the alarm off. And then when the nurse is here, she'll turn the alarm off, if it's on. And we'll turn the alarm on every night. If it does start going off, we'll just turn it off. So there's a prescription 1, prescription 2 on the alarm on the face of it, like the main screen of it. So you just press it and it's off, or you press it and it's on. So that's what that is. And so I think that's all the updates I have. Because again, I don't want to blast anybody. Oh, we got. So we've had this cuff trach for almost a month now, and they keep sending us trachs with no cuff. I have heard that the Bavona cuff is on recall. The wings of the trach keep snapping off or ripping. A child died because it got stuck in her throat. Okay, like really weird. So I'm a little hesitant on getting a Bavona. Our children's hospital said, oh, I didn't hear about that. But I heard about it, and I know it's true because it's on this Trach Moms group that I'm on Facebook. And obviously you can only be on it if you have a kid that has trach. So you have to be asked to join. So anyways, I'm on this, Facebook page, and that's how I heard about the recall. And they were like, we haven't heard about that. I was like, well, now you have, and I want you guys to check into it, because I do want a Bavona for her, but I don't want it if it has a recall on it. So I know they had been ordered. The Bavonas had been back ordered for a while, but they sent us 2 Bavonas with non-cuffs. Could we switch it out? Yeah, and then switch it back to the cuff at night? Yes, but then that messes with their hole, and I don't want that doing. Also, we found out that we're supposed to switch the trach every 2 months, or every 2 weeks. It was every 4 weeks, so once a month. Oh, that was probably my washer. Sorry. Every month. We were supposed to change out once a month. That's what we were told by the first hospital. I don't want to name any hospitals just because I don't want you guys to get, I don't want them to get a bad reputation just because of what I said. But I heard the first hospital she was at, they told us once a month. And then this third hospital we were at, this one, told us that that it needs to be every 2 weeks, because they're like, when's the last time you changed your trach? And I was like, about a month ago or so. And they were like, a month ago. I was like, actually no, I changed it on Sunday, because I did change it last Sunday. And they were like, okay. And they're like, when do you change it? I was like, every month. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, once a month I change it. And they were like, why? And I was like, because that's what I was told. And they're like, no. They're like, no, she's older now. You need to be changing it twice a week. I mean, every 2 weeks. And I was like, oh. And they're like, I'm so sorry they told you that. That is not, she's older now. There's no manual that we got or anything that we got that said, hey, when she's older, she needs more water. Or hey, when she's older, she needs to get her trach changed out every 2 weeks. Or hey, when she's older, she needs her nebulizer changed more often. Like there's things that need to be changed often as she got older, and I didn't know that. So just to let people know, if you don't know and you have a trach baby, as they get older, they need things to change out more frequently. Trach ties are just the same. You change them once a day, twice a day if they have a lot of secretions. You're gonna want to change them twice a day. But I just change them once a day, and she's good to go. I usually change them either in the morning or at night, depending on the things that we're going to be doing that day. Because if she's going to sweat, I'd rather just change them after she sweats rather than before she sweats, because then I'd have to change them twice that day, which is not a big deal anyways. But so anyways, that is my update with that. I'm glad you got to see Carolyn's legs, because I just noticed while I was leaning into you guys, her face wasn't showing. She is happy right now because I am giving her a break for the whole day. Just because I am tired, and I don't know. I'm giving her a break with all her exercises. We might do some developmental play, especially because that is something that I think we need to be doing to get her back in the routine of school. And we will be doing things more often to get her back in the routine of school, because I think she needs that. She's so excited for school. She's been telling me with her talker that she wants to go to school. So that's nice that she is loving school. I'm really excited about that. Oh, one more update. I do have a next door neighbor, and she wants to work with special needs kids. And I told her mom that if we could, if she would be willing to teach Carolyn sign language, maybe do like an hour with her, twice a week or so. That if she's willing to do that, she can get some experience working with a special needs child and see if that's what she wants to do with her life. She was either thinking of doing teaching special needs children, or being a nurse, which I think she should be a nurse, because as we know, teachers don't get paid that much money. And it takes a special person to work with special needs kids. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of time, and it just takes a special person to be able to work with them. So, shout out to special needs teachers. Thank you. But anyways, like I was saying, I told her, I said, she wants to experience with special needs child. My child is always ready to be a guinea pig. So I just told her that she could teach her sign language, because we haven't found a sign language teacher yet that will take her. So we might have one. She just graduated high school, so we'll see. Anyways, all right, that is my update for the day. Sorry, this video was so long for the updates, but anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.